Like good events are awesome. We can build anything on top of Python, on top of Python, anything inside like web application, GUI application. Yesterday we saw. So an artificial intelligence application. Okay, so it's that kind of it helpful for building websites. So even like it is a open source tool. As it is a open source tool, we can build some applications based on your client requirement. So now, apart from this, we have many packages, built-in packages. Like we have NumPy. Yesterday we were seeing NumPy, Panda, Matplotlib, Thanos. So many things we were seeing yesterday. And especially from version 3, what is happened? There is a major change in Python. They started supporting OOPS concept, like we have in CPP and Java, right? OOPS. What do you mean by OOPS? Object Oriented Programming Structure. So now this OOPS concept support was not there with Python till version 3.7 was released. What happened to Python after 3.7 release is they started supporting OOPS concept. Now they are in competition with the other OOP programming languages also. Now as they started OOP support, so they are in the competition. We can do programming, we can do data cleaning and importing, we can do data manipulation, we can do data visualization. What is the difference between manipulation and visualization? Visualization is graphical representation, whereas manipulation is you want to manipulate the data and get some information, get some insights from the data. So that's what. And probability and statistics. So like now now I have some data. I want to apply some statistics and probability. So now we have a COVID data. Daily a newspaper people will publish some statistics. Like this state, like Karnataka state has this many COVID number. In that state, city has this number. In the city, this area has this number, right? In that number, females are this many number, and in that like they will take mean, median, mode, and they will tell, okay, today was the highest surge in COVID. Like that, like that, we can take any data, any kind of data, and we want to predict some information. Okay, so such case machine learning will help. And applied finance, like in a finance area also Python will help. In the reporting also Python will help. In case studies management also. Whereas in analytics also. And testing also. Python. They will write, they will use for testing automation. Testing automation. Python will be mostly used. And network engineering also. We have not mentioned in the slide. The major thing, if you go and see network engineering with Python. So now switches and routers automatically they want to switch on and switch off. They can write in Python. So this kind of language is not there right now in the market. So where it will support all areas, all the areas. Okay. So some have some their own disadvantage. Like now, if you see here in Python, no people knows this Python, and already Java has occupied the market. 90% of the market Java has occupied. So people are comfortable in doing Java, and so many projects are moving to .NET to Java, but not to Python. But as it is a budding stage, Python is also gaining. So who can't afford Java and all, now Java they made it as a paid one. Okay, after they took Oracle is taken over this Java, they are making a paid one. So you need to pay now. You need to pay to use Java software also. It is not anymore open source. Okay, there is open, but there is a paid one also that has limited opportunities, which is not paid one. If it is a paid one, they are giving you more opportunities, more features. And coming to, as I told you, version 3 is under active development, whereas in Python 2 is a legacy version. Until 2020 only they will give support also. After that 2020 they won't support. Means if any issues are there in the current version, if you put in a python.org in a concern, as a concern, like this software I have installed, I am facing this problem. If it is a real world problem, like more than 10 people says yes, it is a problem, so they will take it up, they will convert into a ticket and they will take it up as per the software industry rules. They will take it up and they will try to provide a solution to it. They will try to provide a solution to it. So now, like now my point is here, we are going to use 3.7 or 3.8 recently also released. We can use any of them. There is no problem. So how to check current version? How to check current version? This is a Python minus version. Now how we will check? Python minus version. Or we'll say not here. We go to our area. 1 second. Anaconda prompt. See, the version Python version is 3.7.0. So if you have installed, we in Anaconda version, you can go and check current version of Python what it is. Okay, it is a 3.7.0. So now I want to exit, so I will exit of practice, or we can say quit, or we can say control D. As we all know, the extension will be Python scripts, all extension will be .py. Okay, and similar to .c, .java, like that. Oh, I want to print some example. Okay, so just what do you say, print hello world. So now you have no main function, or what do you say, we should start writing a header file kind of thing in C language. So all this is not there. Just simply open a command prompt and print this also. So now we have opened a command prompt, right? So now we have opened a command prompt like this one. So now what we'll say, to print of like Python, we'll say Python. So it will switch into a Python editor mode. This is the command prompt mode. In command prompt mode, I can say print of print hello world, hello GCK, right? Government in GCK, right? See what happened? It is giving you a simple result. Semicolon will not be there. So now again, so what I am telling is, so now we are getting a simple result very fast. So you don't want to worry about in Java you need to learn public static void main. Inside that something I need to write. In C language also you need to keep in mind, okay, inside the main only I need to write. Outside the main if I write it will not be recognized. It's not like that now. It's just a simple one. So basic is very easy. Basic is as progress as we progress into Python, the difficulty will come. Right. So if you see previously in Python 2, the print was like without any braces. Now in Python 3 we have done print braces were there. So without any braces, if you see any Python code, you need to understand, oh, this is in a Python 2. Okay. So most of the code in internet will be seen shown as Python 2 only till now. Till now it's like March and all. After the March, I am not seeing very less. Okay, so now my point is like very what do you say, non-structured data. Okay, non-structured data. Whereas Python 3 has a structured data. Okay, a structured data. Give me 1 second. I got a call. Give me 1 second. Let me take the call. Hello. சொல்லுங்க. Serena. Okay now. SDO ಯಾರು ತಿಳಿಯಾರ್ನಾ? SDO is not, I don't know. தெரியல. யா, அவரு வெங்கடேஷ் தான் இருக்க மாதிரி இருக்கு. அவர் தான் இருக்க மாதிரி இருக்கு. ஆமா 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 ஆமா, அவர் தான் இருக்காரு. ஆமா, கிளைம் வச்சு காமிச்சுங்க. ஆமாண்ணா, சரண்ய மெயில் ஐடியில் இருக்காரு அவரு. ஓகேண்ணா, நான் பார்த்து சொல்றேண்ணா. கொஞ்சம் நான் செஷன்ல இருக்க, ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் கொடுங்க. ஓகே. Okay, fine. So sorry for that call. Right. So now previously with Python 2, this was the Python 3, this was the problem. So now if you observe here, you can give the print can give n number of what do you say in like not like C and C++. You want to give a percentage D, percentage F, percentage S. No, nothing else. Nothing you don't want to give. Just you give a text, it will print the data. Okay, let you give a number, print the data. So in that way, it is very easy to understand for a layman also. Now, to variables, creating a variables and assigning the value. So now this variables assignment and all, we need to practice it more. What do you say? Repeatedly, so that we will understand easy here, so that when we go into complex modes, so we will have a basics very strong, so that we don't get confusion. Now if you see mobile internet and all, because software needs some decent internet. Those who have Wi-Fi at home, is there anyone who have Wi-Fi at home in your people? Guys, are you people there?
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir.
No, is there? Huh? No one is there? Hello?
No,
Yes?
sir.
Not any one of the person? Okay, no problem. We'll see with our normal internet only. I'll tell you how to download. You download it, I'll give you a links and all, so that you can download also. Or Kiran can help anyone. Like Kiran, already you know, right? Like the installation of Anaconda and all. Anyway, you're working on those things, right? Hello? So Kiran?
Okay, sir.
Hello? I'll provide the steps, but what I'm asking is, make sure everyone will have installed this one. It will help for you people. Okay, fine. Yeah, already our Python editor has been opened. So now what we are seeing variables and all variables. So the variable name and a value. So please, what do you say, normal C programming language or a Java programming language, what we need to do, how we declare a variable? First of all, we need to declare a data type, right? Int a is equal to 10, float b is equal to 3.14 pi value. So like that, we need to define the data type. The person, the developer, need to define a data type. So he should know what data type should be used. Okay, now that is not the case in Python. Okay, Python is very easy. Like, just you need to put the data into a variable according to your data, Python interpreter will assign. What they will assign? Will assign a data type to that variable based on the data. Based on the data, what you are going to store. Based on the data, what you are going to store. So shall we see? Yeah, 100. So now we want to print that. I will go and check. Oh, declared with a small a. When I am trying to access it is with a big A. So we will change it to small a in order to work. So you need to learn named error. Named error. Right. So now the variable can hold, it's called goods for a large number also, as I told, the data type is assigned at runtime, not an pre-compile. Okay. Now in the compilation, the variable will assign a data type. So this and all is variable, but there are rules for declaring a variable. There is a rule. There are rules for declaring a variables. The variable name should start with always character. What is it? In that character also, it should be an alphabet or it should be a _1. Okay. So now, if you see here, must start with a letter or an underscore. The variable should start with a letter or an underscore. If the variable starts with other values, what happens? So let us consider 12b is equal to 100. If I save this, here itself is showing error. Invalid syntax. Why? Because 12b, it is not a variable syntax. So the syntax itself is wrong. Okay? If teacher itself is wrong, how can you tell to ask students? Right? In the same way, Python itself is wrong, giving you wrong. You have declared wrong. You will tell, A, you have written wrong. Right. So now my point is here. What I am saying is, what we are saying, what we are discussing.
Error.
Hmm?
That's error.
Variable's name should start with either a underscore or a character or a character. Now if we run this, it will compile. At least it will compile. Okay. Now that's the part. Coming to second one, this is the remainder of the variable name may consist of letters, numbers, underscores. The remaining letter, like first once you declare A, after that you can have _0, _int, _3, whatever you want. Okay, whatever you want. Fine. Now, as I told you, names are case sensitive. Okay, so capital X and small y both are not same. Both are not same because they are different. Fine. Coming to the next slide. So can you tell me when we will get a name error?
The letters are different. When we
Variable should be different.
If the variable is different, if the declaration is something and you are trying to access something, then in that case we will get a
Name error.
named error. Name error. Okay. How we will check a version?
Minus
Python
version.
minus version.
Python minus version.
Version.
Very good. Yes, Pa, tell me doubt, any doubts? Fine. How to check version user? Can we declare a variable without a data type in Python?
Yes, sir.
Is that possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Yes, very good. So as I told you, Python has a smart interpreter. So there is no need to specify the data type when we are declaring a variable in Python. Okay. So now, while allocating the necessary area in memory for the variable, Python interpreter automatically picks the most suitable built-in type of data. Built-in type of data. So now, as I showed you earlier, this is an example of those things. Now, if you see previously, we were declaring the variables into a different line. Okay, if in Java or in what do you say, any of the programming language right now. Okay, now here we can declare more than one variables in a same line. Okay, fine. So now, if you see here in the screen, what is happening? A comma B comma 1 comma 2 comma 3. So now we will go to editor. We will see one more example. A comma B comma C. 1 2 3. What is that? 1 comma 2 comma 3. Fine. If I run this one, what happened? Yes, it ran, but we didn't print it, right? We'll print A only. So what is the value it is going to get? What is the value? 1.
1.
1. 1. So now automatically the value got assigned. Automatically the value got assigned. Right. Apart from this, if I do some, let us consider what kind of mistakes I can do. A comma B comma C, and I'll say 1 comma 2. If I am going to run this, will it run? No, value error. Already name error is done. Now value error will. What is happening? Okay, we will see data types tomorrow. My point is, for now we need to go and practice more number of things, like how will I do addition, how will I do subtraction. So for me, that's what I told you. How many people have tried addition of two numbers? How many people tried? Huh? A plus B, I'll say. See, it is coming. A plus B. Okay. So now this is the addition of two numbers. So we declare A comma B and we'll add two numbers. Fine. Now tomorrow what I want to do is I want you people to declare all the variables and do all possible mathematical operations in one PY file. Can you do? By tomorrow when we meet, and you people to try this program.
Sure, sir.
So what we'll see about data types. What data types we have, how it is useful, what kind of data we can store in data types and all. Okay. We are not going to see any websites. It is the material is prepared for you people especially. Okay. we have around 500 slides. Okay, we need to cover everything. Okay, I will add daily more and more daily examples. Okay, even we have our what do you say, Facebook page. Okay, Instagram page, everything is there. There also we have a lot of examples. You can go and check. I will share you in WhatsApp. Okay, please check. I will share this deck also by this weekend, because once the weekend is done, we will have more examples covered. Okay, more examples covered, so that we can try. Understood?